The United States is the third largest country in the world by both land area and population. The U.S. is made up of 50 states, each with its own government and laws. The capital city of the United States is Washington, D.C., named after George Washington. The country was founded on July 4, 1776, with the Declaration of Independence. America is known for its diverse culture, with influences from various immigrant groups. The U.S. is home to more Nobel Prize winners than any other country. The national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, was written by Francis Scott Key during the War of 1812. The Adirondack Mountains in New York have more than 2,000 miles of hiking trails. The U.S. boasts the world's largest economy, contributing around 25% of global GDP. The national bird of the United States is the bald eagle, a symbol of freedom. There are over 300 languages spoken in the U.S., reflecting its multicultural population. The fastest land animal in North America is the cheetah, capable of running up to 75 miles per hour. The Great Lakes are the largest group of freshwater lakes in the world by total area. The U.S. has a diverse climate, ranging from Arctic tundra in Alaska to the tropical climate in Hawaii. The oldest national park in the U.S. is Yellowstone, established in 1872. The U.S. has more than 400 national parks and monuments. Mount Rushmore features the carved faces of 4 U.S. presidents: Washington, Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Lincoln. More than 70% of the U.S. population lives in urban areas. The Library of Congress is the largest library in the world, housing millions of books and materials. The U.S. Constitution is the oldest written national constitution still in use. There are legal restrictions in the U.S. against the establishment of a state religion, ensuring freedom of worship. The U.S. was the first country to land a man on the moon in 1969. The annual Super Bowl is one of the most watched sporting events in the world. The U.S. has the largest military budget in the world. English is the most widely spoken language in the U.S., but Spanish is the second. The first successful powered flight was conducted by the Wright brothers in 1903 in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. The U.S. is the world's largest producer of corn. The Mississippi River is the second longest river in North America. The U.S. has a higher percentage of millionaires than any other country. The Hollywood sign originally read Hollywoodland. The tallest building in the U.S. is One World Trade Center in New York City. American football has its origins in rugby and soccer. The U.S. is known for its diverse food culture that reflects its melting pot society. Disneyland, opened in 1955, was the first theme park of its kind in the world. The Space Needle in Seattle symbolizes the city's innovative spirit. The U.S. is made up of territories including Puerto Rico and Guam. The U.S. has won the most Olympic medals of any country. The first American university, Harvard, was established in 1636. The American flag has 13 stripes representing the original colonies and 50 stars representing the states. Alaskan tribes are known for their totem poles, which represent family lineage and spiritual beliefs. The U.S. is the birthplace of jazz, blues, and rock and roll music. The U.S. is home to the longest suspension bridge in the world, the Golden Gate Bridge. The National Park System was created to preserve natural beauty and wildlife. Americans consume more than 50 billion hamburgers each year. The U.S. has the most billionaires of any country, with technology entrepreneurs leading the way. The first electronic computer, ENIAC, was developed in the U.S. during World War II. The American Congress is a bicameral legislature with the Senate and the House of Representatives. More movies are produced in the U.S. than in any other country. The U.S. has a rich history of civil rights movements striving for equality. The Statue of Liberty was a gift from France to celebrate friendship between the two nations. The country has one of the largest prison populations in the world. American culture has influenced global fashion, music, and technology. The U.S. has hosted several significant international events, including the Olympics and the World Expo. The American Civil War, fought from 1861 to 1865, was primarily about issues of slavery and state rights. Chicago is known as the Windy City, but it's not for its weather. The U.S. has more than 200,000 miles of riverways. The Great Wall of China is often compared to the U.S. interstate system, showcasing extensive infrastructure. The U.S. Postal Service is one of the largest employers in the country. The famous Route 66 stretches over 2,400 miles from Chicago to Santa Monica. The U.S. hosts more than 1,500 active volcanoes, primarily in Alaska and Hawaii. Thanksgiving, celebrated on the fourth Thursday in November, is an official holiday in the U.S. The U.S. has the largest number of universities among any country, with over 4,000 degree-granting institutions. The American economy significantly influences global markets, especially in technology and finance. The U.S. is known for its contributions to space exploration, including NASA's Mars missions. The U.S. Capitol building features a dome that rises 288 feet above the ground. The first atomic bomb was developed under the Manhattan Project during World War II. The U.S. is a major destination for international tourists, especially in cities like New York, Los Angeles, and Orlando. The NFL is the most popular professional sports league in the U.S. The American flag has gone through 27 different versions before the current 50-star design. The first African American president, Barack Obama, was elected in 2008. The U.S. has one of the highest rates of pet ownership in the world.